I hope everybody is doing okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. We are going to start a new game today. It is a series called The Legend of Heroes. And this is the first game in the whole series. It is Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. And you can play, they have like little arcs. So they have this arc that has 3 games, another arc, and then another arc, and probably another arc. But you can start at any first game in the arc, but you'll see certain characters throughout the series. And I have only played a couple of the arcs, and I love this game. So I wanted to put it out for everybody else to maybe learn and find out about. And I've heard, I don't know how true this is, knock on wood, but we're going to get a remake or a remaster of this. I think it's a remaster. But we are going to start off, because I'm a little pansy with playing first game throughs with you guys. It's going to be a normal or an easy mode, which this one doesn't give it. It gives normal, hard, and nightmare. So normal, average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge. Now, I may play hard or nightmare at some time, but we're just trying to go through, show you guys a little bit of what it's like. So we're going to hit that. Oh. And I don't think you guys can actually hear the game. Can you? I don't think you guys can actually. I think you can just hear me. But I don't think this game really has voice acting. So the only thing you're not going to hear is sound effects. And that might pick up next time. I don't know. This is my first time streaming off Steam, so we'll see. Main character's named is Estelle. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Said Cassius. Of course I did. Did you run in trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? It's a boy. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Whoa. Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks like kind of dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? He's just an illegitimate child or something. Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up on these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl's gonna get me into trouble one of these days with all of her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So, you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why? Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You sure are shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that's really gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try to change this up. Ow! Quit yelling. Alrighty. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that's just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already. So don't you think it would be unfair and impolite for you not to tell me yours? Seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... And it fades to black. And doesn't tell us. It does have pretty music, which I don't think you guys can hear. And since there's no voice acting, you just have to deal with me. So I'm sorry in advance. Especially if I say things in the wrong pronunciation, guys. Aw, Estelle's cute. Little dragonfly. Ooh, tarot cards. Looks like they go on adventures. Ooh. I'm excited to replay this game. I've only played it once and I did not understand it really. So I'm glad that I'm replaying it. Even though I do love giving you guys like the first time reactions. It's been almost a year. I think the last time I played this game was in December of 2023. So it's been almost a year. I'd had this series on my back burner, on my backlog for so long. And again, the soundtrack is amazing. Just like with Final Fantasy series, I love that soundtrack. I love the soundtrack of all of these games. And there are birds chirping. Sounds like maybe morning. I'm going to try to fix the audio so you guys can hear that. But there's no voice acting, so you're not really missing much. You can hear the sizzle of the egg frying. It's so bright in here. Ah. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. So that means his name's Joshua. Guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. You can hear him playing the harmonica. It's a specific tune. Da, 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 da. And she's clapping. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber? What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house, and that makes something to my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try to sound a teeny bit more sincere. It really was a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs, too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. ADHD much? Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about we get exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle! Joshua! Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like some people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure to eat enough of that. You get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild hall today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers, just like you, Dad. And that means I'm not going to let you treat me like a little kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in the other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to be a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what we're made of then, shall we? Let's not just start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait. What test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap. Totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa's sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets whenever someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about a Rouen-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think it's a little more Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but try to make it something edible. How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. 1 copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 mira, which is the currency. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. All right. Thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scheherazade my regards. By the way, Dad, is it going to be all right if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. How about yourself? Shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Scherzade's waiting, right? And I'm trying to get to the camp menu. Oh, okay. So we have the status. She has a birch staff and a leather vest. Equipped. Joshua has twin dirks and a leather vest. They're both level 3. Equipment. Oh, there's also a practice weapon. Dirks with sharp blades, small and easy to conceal. Vest made out of soft leather. Birch staff is a light wooden staff polished to fine finish. Orbment. There's not any quartz. Items, we have a liberal kingdom map, which shows that we are close to Roland. Tactics. I keep both of them there. We have Pummel for the S-break for Estelle. It beats an enemy senseless with a series of attacks. And we have Sever for Joshua. It's a fainting assassin's attack. Option. Status. Visible. Minimap. Fix north. Camera. Click. Background music. Sound effects. Voices on. And then files. We're going to save. I'm going to save at 5 and 6. These are going to be our new ones. And then we're just going to walk around. And explore the house. We can rest. We can rest there. Trying to remember the controls on here. There's nothing back there. There's a standing log for staff practice. There's not really too many interactions with the world so far. Elise Highway. I'm running. Okay, west is Bright House, and north is Roland, and south is Garoon Gate. And Selge is a measurement of distance, it looks like. And we're supposed to go up, but you know me and exploring. Estelle, Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you? How about you just be quiet and keep your comments to yourself? I love to explore new areas, so. City of Roland. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Yeah, I guess I did. All right, then. Let's go in. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. And we are going to... Ooh. I'm going to save again. Because again, I like to explore. Let's go into the general store. Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stregus? Unbelievable. You're actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. Ha ha ha. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stregus aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at our guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure. I'll be waiting for you. Oops. The doors do creak to open. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time I water my lovely flowers. Oops. So the two of you are going to be bracers, are you? I'm jealous. I wanted to be a bracer when I was a kid, too. You could probably say that every boy in Liberal wants to be a bracer at least once in their lives. Except that this one's a girl. Why do you have to make things such a big deal out of things, Josh? There are other female bracers like Shara, too. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Well, hang in there and study hard. When I get my copy of the Liberal News in, I'll set one aside for you. Shop. We have Tear Balm, which heals 200 HP. It's a healing salve by the church, Septian Church. Purging Balm, a salve from the Septian Church to treat abnormalities like poison, seal, and blind. Reviving Balm, a salve which cures KO and heals 100 HP. Insulating Tape is a quick fix tape to repair a neutralized orbit for mute. EP Charge it restores 100 EP and orbital energy filled capsule. And then we have our food. Fresh milk. Roland's local brand is to be tasty. Fresh eggs, newly laid eggs from free-range chickens. Milled flour. Neither pasta nor bread can be made without it. Marbled steak. Great in dishes from stew to stewed steak. I'm sorry. Flaky potato. crisp onion, dirty carrot, maple sugar made from boiled down tree sap, kibbled salt, olive oil, fresh herb, and that's all they have. And I can't convert anything yet. General. We'll go in here, see what they have. Top of the morning to you kids. Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. But today's your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I ran into the store. Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, Estelle, on the other hand, I've got a good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrained trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Seems just like yesterday that Estelle was clinging all over Cassius, and now she's a bracer. It looks like I'm getting old. Shop. A pile rod. I don't have enough money for this, but it's a new staff, battle staff, reinforced with metal rings. Kunani is a multi-purpose weapon for Eastern Legacy for Josh. And then we have our armor vest, our spikes, leather boots, silver earring which prevents poison, a white bracelet which prevents blind, and a black bangle which prevents sleep. Good morning, Stella. Oh well, if it isn't my Estelle and Joshua. Are you on your way to bracer training? Yeah, and you just watch. I'm going to pass this exam and be as good as Bracer as Shara, too. You're darn right you are. I have faith. By the way, Estelle? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them too? Joshua is so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Mom, that was a long time ago. I don't do that anymore. Right, Joshua? Now that you mention it, you did take off from home the other day with your hair in a mess, right? That was only because it was an emergency. Mr. Reinhold got the newest drag-up brand sneakers in on those days. Estelle? Yes? You listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take care of these things. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust, even if you are a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what's going on the inside. All right, I'll be more careful from now on. Well, that's that. How about you get both of you on over to that guild? Man, you can't argue with her. The song, I know you guys can't hear it, but it reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. Of like Dalit or something like that. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Uni. Aren't Luke and Pat with you today? They were just here a minute ago. The two of them suddenly took off and went somewhere. I wonder where Luke and Pat went. What is this? This is the Bracer Guild, which I don't want to go yet. I'm just on my way to the Forest of Mistwall to the south of here for work. There was a merchant from Bos who came to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order that I received. Orbital Factory. Hey, if it isn't Joshua and Estelle, aren't those orbits working out for you that we tuned? How are the orbits working out for you that we tuned the other time we were here? In your case, Estelle, it's not whether the orbit is good or bad, it's the problem lies in the way that you use it. You're always jumping into things without second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you start swinging, then you will learn twice as much. Well, excuse me for a second. There, no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you get the hang of things, you'll gradually be able to handle them better. That's right. I'm going to master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the Zeiss Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use any of these things either. Even you couldn't use one, Freddie? Yeah, but I still became an engineer even though I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a bracer, you'll have to learn how. Arg. Everyone has a bit of trouble getting the hang of battle ornament from the start. Modify and trade. I don't have any Septith. Hey, I'm still setting up shop. Stella and Josh, you seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning, sir. We appreciate you fixing that ornament light the other day. Speaking of ornament lights, aren't the ones outside our house burned out? We should get that replaced ASAP. Ornaments are really a daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of these ornament thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and if it ships flies in our skies. I don't like it. Don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? Oh crap, there he goes again about the old days. Yeah, well, if you'd learn to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell you. It would be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. Ha ha ha, you're probably right. Ornaments are convenience, all right. But I get worried these young kids don't understand hard work. You hear me, Estelle? Joshua? Don't forget what it means to stand on your own 2 feet. The weather's so wonderful and revitalizing. I have this strange feeling something good's gonna happen. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Estelle and Joshua, how have you been? Good morning, Mr. Fate. Good morning, sir. How's your father Cassius? Is he doing well? Yep, he's even doing so well it might surprise you. I don't think there's anyone else his age who's in such good shape. Haha, is that so? My daughters really wanted to see him, but he hasn't shown his face around here in a while. Could you give him a message for me? Tell him that Fate says he'd like to talk about the old days sometimes. Sure, we'll tell him. Hey, Joshua? How does Mr. Fate know Dad so well again? I know they're friends and all, but I heard that they were battle buddies during their days in the Royal Army. Oh yeah, that's right. Please tell your father to stop by sometime. I'd really like to talk to him about the good old days. What is this? Horrible factory. Ooh. That girl's so cute. I gotta be courageous and try to talk to her. My daddy's job is digging holes, and he finds lots of pretty rocks inside. They're called septium. My daddy says his job's to dig holes. My husband works in the Malga mine to the north of here. He left here at the crack of dawn. Sometimes he doesn't even come home for days on end. I hope he doesn't get burned out from working too much. I'm always worrying about that. Nice little patio. Let's see here. It looks like my husband's gone to work. I'd better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of shopping. Farming, mining, and timber. Those are the 3 major industries here in Roland. There's no exaggerating to say that these industries are what support Roland economically. The timber industry, which grows forests and in turn uses the trees as a resource, began at Queen Alicia's behest. No matter how abundant the woods and forests are here in Roland, they're not limitless. Her Majesty the Queen has a good head on her shoulder and a real knack for business. Interesting. We already talked to them. We already talked to him. I get lost easily, okay? Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Estelle and Josh. Did the two of you really become bracers? Wait, how did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Oh, well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers and bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers. We're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. The two valiant bracers who had each other's backs and attempted to escape from the crisis. Love could definitely grow between them at that point. So riveting. We're at the bar. Yes, I've already made arrangements regarding the lumber. I'm looking in the septium right now. Simon, listen to me and listen well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber and septium. Ignoring the potential risks, I'm going to buy as much as I can with the budget. My aim is to capitalize on the Queen's birthday celebration. I believe the prices of these goods will rise before and after the festival. It would be best to stock up on these commodities while they're cheap and put them onto the market later. Welcome, Estelle and Josh. It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? There's something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. We're actually on our way to the bracer training now. Oh, is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to decide on a career or goal is how working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different than everyone else, though. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought that it was very like you to pick the unusual route, that's all. Oh, that's right. Tio decided that she was going to help out at her parents' farm. She even said for us to all go up and visit her sometime. So what's Tio decided on, huh? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career or a goal and is working hard to achieve it. Anyway, good luck, Estelle. Crunch, smack, slurp. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, gulp. I get so hungry while working in the mines. Talk. I started working here because the owner said he'd let me manage the bar. After they started this morning and lunch service, however, I've been more of a waiter than anything. We are going to buy some wholesome pasta shop. We can get French fries, floury soda, and carmine soda. French fries heals 100 HP and moves +1. Floury soda heals 250 HP and cures poison. And carmine eye heals 100 HP and cures blind. So when we get money, we're coming back here and getting stuff. Yo, Estelle and Josh, aren't you a pair of early birds today? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Denzel. In response to the requests of my customers, I started offering breakfast. Today's special is wholesome pasta. It's superbly al dente. Superbly. Ooh, there's someone up here. Let's see, yesterday's sales totaled. Our breakfast service has been going really well. Sometimes my husband comes up with good ideas. Sometimes? That's funny. Hey, you. Take me with you. I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with. Where are you at, Pat? If you want to go with me, you're going to have to catch me first. I'm the one that discovered it. Okay. Rolling clock tower. Mr. Paddington! Now I know that voice from somewhere. Ho ho ho. What have we got here? Cassius, naughty daughter and clever son, huh? Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show up all grown. Are you here every day, Mr. Paddington? This place has become a new home for me. I intend to spend the remainder of my days guarding this clock. And then he just repeats himself. There's a ladder that goes up to the observation deck. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. I don't see anything up here. So we're climbing back down. We have the chapel. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. My. If it isn't Estelle and Josh, good morning. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. It's been a while since I saw the both of you. I'm impressed to see you visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning, Father Divine. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more than a few times during your Sunday school days, Estelle. So have you changed your attitude on life since you graduated? A bit, I guess. It looks like there's a little time before morning mass begins. So how about I give you both a special sermon? No thanks. Why am I getting thrown in the mix here? Oh. It's almost time for mass. Mylene's already here, so I best hurry along. Oops. There's a chair up there. There's a lot of places that don't really lead anywhere. Let's see. And then we have the hotel. Nobody in that room. Welcome to Hotel Roland. Are you guys here to spend the night? Viren? It's us, don't you remember? I know, I was just joking, Estelle. I was practicing my greeting just now. Oh, really? Did you ever notice that Vern teases people with a straight face while he's being courteous at the same time? That's probably because he can't. You know, Estelle, if you pass your exam, you'll be the second female bracer here in Roland after Scheherazade. Oh, and good luck to you too, Josh. Nobody in that room. Nobody in that room. When I say I explore every crevice, I mean I explore every crevice. Mayor's resident. I'm so busy. This mansion is quite big. I've got the serving, cleaning, and washing to do. Mornings are busy for a maid. Today's objective, to finish the cleaning before the missus returns from the chapel. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Josh. Good morning, Mayor class. Good morning. I've been hearing great things about both of you, so you're undergoing bracer training, are you? Having such youngsters sign up all by themselves to become bracers and protect everyone's inspiring. I expect great things out of you. We'll do our best. There's not much to interact with here. Nothing in the attic. Where else do we have that's not... It's almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the guild house on South Avenue. All right. Ooh, wait. What's that say? Oh yeah, that just tells you directions. Landing port. A lot of people will leave from Roland today, and a lot of people will come, which means a lot of chicks will pass through here. Score. Staring at these girls is one of my simple pleasures. You know what I mean, right, Josh? Sure. Alan, you never change a bit. All this nonsense is the reason you can't get a girlfriend. You and me, Estelle. And it's because of enjoyment that I feel worth doing this job. It's a paradise. Haha. This guy's a serious nut job. And there's not really anything up here. Shoot, of all the days I slept in, it must have been one too many cold ones last night. I better hurry up with my pre-work inspections. Time to get pumped. There's nothing there. So now all that we have left to do is to go to the guild, which is right here. So we're going to save it. And I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. We will see you next time. And you guys have a good night.